Man, he did literally run away. I usually do not have good judgment. Okay. I'm strapping. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna get as much time as I see and then fight. I'll melee attack him as I see him. Man. I can't. Oh my god. Right, welcome peeps. Last time I did a video with the bud. It was a different stage, but now I'm doing this one freaking shit with Jill Valentine, because every day is Valentine with Jill. Man, it's been a doozy because I got my head cracked a couple times, and you know that was off camera, thank God. But now that we are on point, you know, busting ass. But anyway, enjoy the likes, you know. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Not really tripping, just doing this for fun. I know this is an old title, but Mercenaries is always fun every once in a while. Trying to stay sharp for that Resident Evil 4 that's coming out. I hope that the Mercenaries gives way more variety as far as combat style, because I know Krauser has different styles and different melee attacks. But there's like Ada, there's a couple other people that are mercenaries in that one. And I'm hoping like, yeah, Hunk, and then there's another guy too. That I'm looking forward. Yep, and there's another one though. There's Wesker, there's the Salazar guy. You know, the Las Plagas peoples. I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna have him as a selective character, you know, that you can fight with them in mercenary mode. You know what I mean? Like, that would be dope if you could fight with them too. Or be like the zombie and then they be like the hero. Or at least the boss characters or something. Because they have a couple different bosses that fight. And I know Ada Wong is in there too. Then there's that one Latino guy with the Luger. Yeah, Luis, that fly ass leather jacket. Yeah, the Red Knight. But I'm like, man. Or the guy who sells the weapons. What are you buying? Yeah. Man, I'm getting hemmed up over here. No, I got it. I'm just saying. They try to pin me down. Huh? Oh yeah, I do love Code Veronica, and Code Veronica was one of the most frustrating Resident Evils I ever played in my life. Because, yeah, like, with that Resident Evil, if you do not save the fire extinguisher, you have ruined yourself. Like, you have to go back and start over and play again. because you need the fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher once she crosses over. Like you start off with Claire, and then you play with her, and then her little boyfriend kind of thingy at the moment in time. I forgot his name, but yeah, she meets this little cute dude. No, yeah, but he's kind of like a main character though, cause he stays and helps her. He saves her life actually. But oh, what the fuck? Oh, you got stuck. It happens. No worries. But same. But I was like, I'm like, I got like a B on here, so I'm trying to get a double S, and then I'll switch off. But freaking yeah, Veronica, man, it's a doozy of a game because you play as Claire, then there's some parts where you play as that guy, and then you play as Chris for the rest of the game. But if you don't save the fire extinguisher while you're playing with Claire, like you have to take the fire extinguisher out of the metal detector and place it in a chest, so that way Chris can use it later to put out a fire in order to continue on to get back to Claire. But if you don't have a fire extinguisher, the part that you need to pass, you can't pass it, because it's like it'll say, hey, it would really be nice if you had a fire extinguisher. And it's like, oh, fuck, the fire extinguisher. But they make you take it and put it inside this metal detector at this certain part in the game, because you know you can't go past the metal detector with it, so you have to stash it. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take it out and put it in the chest to pick it up later. But they don't tell you that. That's something you have to, you know, just keep in mind and pay attention to details. Because it says, you know, when you get the fire extinguisher, it says, okay, you used it, but it could be refilled. Like, what? Who the fuck gonna refill a fire extinguisher? Throwing this shit away. You know what I'm saying? Or you leave it, and then all of a sudden, womp, 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 womp. You know, you now you need it. And that's what happened. I had to restart the game, and I was fucking pissed. Oh, it's nice. That's probably why it didn't get that enough like applause, because when it came out, like it's hard as fuck. It's really hard. That's one of the titles that, like, it had the clunky controls. Even though the graphics was up to date, it was still like, fuck, it's got that Resident Evil from PlayStation 1 control feel to it. And then on top of that, it's like it's intense, cause like you get parts where the fucking Nemesis thing shows up on you. You're like, what the fuck? They got it in this game too? And this guy, he different, because like he has tentacles where he'll like, you'll be on the bridge and shit, and all of a sudden you hear this whoosh, whoosh, and he'll like leech onto the thing and pull up, and then you be like, what the fuck is this? And it's him, you know what I'm saying? And he start chasing, you gotta fight him, and you gotta wound him until you can keep going. Like, they give you a lot of shit to worry about in this game. And then you deal with this crazy ass guy named Alicia, or Alexander. He's like, he who has an identity crisis. And it's funny because I don't want to ruin it, but the game is amazing. Like, it has the best character development, the best plot twist, the best Redfield experience. Because you play with both. You play with Chris and Claire, so you get a chance to play with them both, but you also get to see like how far the virus has got. Because I think you in Antarctica or some shit with Chris. I know it's like you at this winter base, and you know you run into Wesker with Chris, but with Claire you run into all kind of fucked up shit and different type of bosses and other corrupt police officials. You get a nice little experience with Claire. Chris, his is kind of linear. Like Chris kind of pulls up like, where's, or Rise like, where's my sister? Where? Oh no, you know what the fuck is going on? I got a call from her, but yeah. And I was like, damn, Chris is he a real deal. He don't show the fuck up. And in the midst of this shit, I would be like, it's a rap. You dealing with Umbrella, and ain't nobody got a hold of your ass. I don't know. It don't sound good. I don't think I want to take that chance. But oh, and Worms, you fucking. I'm right here, bro. I got you. I got you. I don't know what's on your mind, bro, but okay. But yeah, I'll give you this one more.
You two work together to take out as many enemies as you can. If you defeat multiple enemies in a row, you get yourself a nice bonus.
I get you. You gotta shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move. If you want to reconvene, we can, bro. I'm not tripping. I play every once in a blue moon. Like most of the time, if I'm on this profile, I usually do Crunchyroll or Netflix or Amazon Prime. That's why, you know, you'll see me on but not playing a game or something. Or it'll have like the last title that I was playing as what I'm playing. But usually, I'm just watching videos and shit or listening to music. But I do have another profile because fucking man, discrimination is real out here in this motherfucker. I dealt with Square Enix bullshit with my last account. I had my character on Final Fantasy 14 on my first account was like level 70 on a shit ton of jobs, and it take a long time to get there, especially now. Like I mean, it's quick and it's long. Like if you do the story, it's quick. Your first character, I mean your first job will go to 70 real quick if you do the storyline. Up into Stormblood, you guaranteed to get to level 70 instantly. Like maybe within a few weeks or a week if you play it every day non-stop, you know, and skip past the cutscenes. You can get to 70 maybe in a week if you follow the storyline. But now if you're playing with having a full-time job in mind, or you're a parent, it may take you a minute. And then if you're planning on, like, you know, leveling up a job outside of the storyline to 70, oh well, fuck that. It's gonna take a minute, especially if you didn't do the story, because the story unlocks dungeons and other content that allow you to get vast EXP right away, versus you having to, you know, slay monsters your level and it gives you shitty XP. Like without the dungeons, it takes forever to fucking level up, and without the PV player versus player content, it takes a long time to level up. You got to have certain things unlocked in order to really get a nice portion of EXP to really level up a character, you know, within a decent amount of time. So like they limit your options. They really kind of force you to play the story. But once you play the story and get your level 70 job, you can level up other classes. And that's the shit that really catches you and keeps you in a loophole, because each job is different, each experience is different, and then they have their own quests for the job. So you get to see different parts of areas that you never go to or really thought to consider until you do these quests, because they have you going to those parts of the map or talk to certain NPCs that you just skip past because, you know, you were just concentrating on the main story. But that's the issue. Like, that's what I mean, where it's long and it's, you know, it's quick. It depends on your approach playing the game. If you choose to just do free content, you know, without having to commit to the story, then it's horrible. You know what I'm saying? But if you do the story, you know, from 1 to 90, because it gets up to level 90, it's the level cap, then you be able to do any content in the game. But, you know, you just limit to that one job, and sometimes that shit can be a problem. Like, they got loopholes and everything, so that way you can't just ignore everything else about the game. Like, for example, if you pick a DPS, right, like Black Mage, DPS is a damage dealer, or damage position style, or you know, whatever the fuck the acronyms are, but it's basically for an attacker. Your role is to just issue out large quantities of damage to enemies in the party. You don't have a certain responsibility. All you have to do is just kill shit, which is, you know, funnest route to take, because you don't have any responsibility to be obligated to. But yeah, you got the DPS class where you just fight shit. Then you had a tank. The tank is responsible for, you know, keeping the boss's attention, keeping the party safe, and controlling the horde. But if you don't know how to tank, you know, everybody gonna die. But now playing a tank gives you super fast queues. Like when you're trying to do dungeon content with a 4-man party, or 8-man, or 30-man 2-party, or a 72-man party, or fucking 100 or something. I think it's a 200 or something. Like if you do the super colossal size dungeons, which is like what's called Eureka, but it allows you to get together with hundreds and hundreds of players in one area and kill tons of boss monsters while you circle the map riding mounts. It's fucking humongous, and it's a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of time to get it popping, because you have to know the spawn times, you have to generate the bosses by killing certain amounts of monsters, and you have to have a party to do it. So like if you start in fresh instances, you have to wait till it piles up before you actually can do the mass hunting. But you know, that's some of the things that you get for opening up the content of the game, and that's a level 70 thing only. So it's like, you know, you get a lot of shit for the game experience, and for the subscription it's definitely worth $13, because you can play real life music with real life instruments. If you decide you want to play guitar, you can do that. If you decide you want to play cymbals or saxophone or whatever the fuck music you want to play, you have the ability to do that. It gives you that kind of free range. But other than that, you know, it's a cool game. But the roles give you certain privileges, like healers, instant queues. You put up that you searching for a party, bam, it'll pop less than 5 minutes most of the time as a healer. DPS, you looking at 30-minute queues. You gotta wait for 30 minutes before your dungeon to pop. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even see this guy. Damn, that's my fault. I didn't see him. I literally was shooting this guy, but fuck, I think he jumped down off one of them crates and got my ass. But you get a lot of range, bro. But it's one of them games that you really do have to have spare time, and like a tranquil state of mind to play, because it gives you a lot of shit to do, and like the controls are different. Like you have to literally maximize the whole scheme of the controller. Like it makes you use L1, R2, L2, the right analog, left analog, the middle motion sensor pressure bar in the middle of the controller, square, circles, triangle X, up, down, left, right. You do all that shit with this game, and you have to use it like in combo succession too to really navigate through your skill list in mid combat. It really gets your brain pumping and sees, you know, like how much you can multitask. I know it sounds like I'm just exaggerating on the experience, but for real though, like it really, the control scheme is set up to make you use every aspect of the controller and be cognizant of like everything, because like since you don't have a turn-based situation, you have to move your ass while you fighting, and then your skills are time-based. Like it's not a turn-based game, but it is time-based. Like each skill has a timer, so it resets when you can use it again. And then if you use the right skills, you can make it into a combo. If you don't use the right skills in succession, you can't do the combo. So it gives you a lot of shit to think about when you're in mid combat and exploring the game. And you know, you can craft, you can fly, you have different methods of transportation, via mount, you know, via airships, boats, teleportation, and then on top of all that, you play with other people, and your experience will vary depending on how they play. So if you in a dungeon and you got a shitty healer, man, you might flare up and, you know what I'm saying, go ham on their ass, because some people deliberately do petty shit, like they won't cure you or won't do their role to keep you safe. Like, say for example, the tank knows he's supposed to provoke the target every so often. When the enemy's attention starts to divert from him to the healer or the damage dealer, he's supposed to use provoke to keep the attention solely on him. Some tanks don't know that, and they, you know, how you get fucked up because they're not doing their role properly. Or say for instance, a healer is supposed to keep regen on a tank, aka regeneration, or it's supposed to be curing, but they done got so used to attacking and they forget to cure and everybody dies because they in there spamming attacks and shit. It's like, dude, you supposed to be here healing, not fighting. What the fuck is wrong with you? But that's the shit that kind of happens. It depends on you though, because you can multitask. You could be a healer who knows to utilize different tactics, you know, just based upon the party's overall ability to work together, you know. But everything is a judgment call. You have to know, you know, yourself and then know your team. But it's fun. It's just annoying because you get different ranges of people. Like, you get people who know the game really well, you get people who just started, you get people that want to troll, you know, and it's like, damn bro, why are you making this party just so shitty right now? You know, we could have got a mount by now, gear by now, but you want to troll, oh shit, and not you know, do what you're supposed to do so we can win. Like, why the fuck be on a losing team, bro? But people act like that. Like, they'll see your gear, get jealous, or see your mount list and get jealous. It's a lot of stupid shit people do petty shit over, but I mean, that's just life. People be fucked up in the inside sometimes, and then they just, you know, make it hard for everybody else. But it's a fun experience. I know I've been Final Fantasied out, but I play other shit too. Like, I got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've been meaning to do that, but I haven't had the time because I wanted to do it online, and at the time I was working so much I didn't have time. I wouldn't have been playing Final Fantasy. I had gave up on that shit. Like, when they banned me, I was like, I'm done. I'm not fucking with Final Fantasy with no more. I'm not fucking with Square Enix no more. I was livid. I was so fed up with these motherfuckers because they set me up so bad. Like, they give you this option to use macros, which are like short commands that you customize yourself. You write it out. It's like C++. You write it out, And then it makes your character do a chain of commands with one press of a button. So I can make my character do a taunt, then a weapon skill, and then another taunt, and then sit down with one press of a button with macros. That's what it allows you to do, because they give you that kind of range of expression and creativity and Final Fantasy. That's what their macro system is for. So I made it to where my character would say, like, say for instance, if I use Monk, right? Monk has a weapon skill called Boot Shine, and my character would say wax on, wax off in that ass. But I wouldn't say ASS, it'll say A, cash symbol, cash symbol. So it was like, to those, because they have a profanity sensor, and they also don't allow profanity. You know what I mean? Like, even though they don't allow it, it won't show up on your screen. So for people to know the context, you know, even though ass is not profanity, it means a donkey is completely acceptable. I still made it PG-13 by putting the cash symbols there to show that, hey, you know, I'm being considerate of others, because kids may play this game. They consider my macros as spamming. Pissed me the fuck off. They suspended me the first time for like 20 days. They were like, oh no, bro, you spamming out here, you out of control. And then they suspended me. Then the second time, because you can buy property in the game, I had bought a house, and I think this guy fucking lost his shit, because he, like, it's so hard to get property in the game. First you have to get a certain level, then you have to get to a certain rank, and in the army, because they have an army in the game. And then once you get to that certain rank, you can buy a house or get an apartment, but you had to have like millions of gil to even get a house. So this guy was camping out. He was sitting there on this lot because it was unavailable. It was like, in 2 days it'll be available. Check back then, right? So I saw it. I said, okay, well, these lots are free for grabs. I had already tried to grab one. I overslept, missed it, mad as fuck. So I was like, oh man, you know, that's fucked up. So one day I went to go check. I think this guy was exhausted, man. I kind of felt bad, but I didn't, because I'm like, well, I lost, you know, an opportunity for a crib too. I wanted it in a certain area, and now that area is closed off because it's maxed out. Now I gotta relocate, and here's a plot that's open, and you right here. I hope you up when I get it. So he wasn't. He was knocked the fuck out. I bought it. I put on a property. I said, no nigs on my property. All trespassers be cut smooth. This guy got so he got so mad, bro, and he filed a complaint, man, for emotional abuse, and said that I was using racial slurs, bro. I was like, wow. And when I said niggas, I meant neglected intelligence God gave, seriously. So I was like, what? How? Then I was like, you know, then I changed it to notorious, infectious, groupies, seriously. And I'm like, what's going on? Because I explained that to the game masters, and they still banned my shit. They didn't release it. They banned me 3 times. Well, they suspended me 3 times. The first time was for the macro, for a month, saying wax on, wax off in that ass, or Hadouken, because you have a Kamehameha wave as Monk on level 60. And then you have this Chun-Li move, her spinning bird kick, which I also would say when I use that technique as a Monk technique. So, you know, my character would say like wax off, wax off, and wax on, wax off in that ass, or spinning bird kick, or he'll say Hadouken, or KO Ken, because you have this thing for Monk where you boost your stats but it makes you power up. It literally shows an aura come around you, a big ass flower, a will blossom, and it'll show your stats boost up, and it'll show you kind of glowy. So I call it the KO King. They first banned me, suspended me for the month. Then they suspended me for the property note saying, you know, all niggas would, no niggas, all trespassers would be cut smooth. And then they finally just banned my account where I couldn't get it back because I had Black Mage and I was saying Yoga Flame and chill that ass out. So I was like, damn, bro, y'all gonna stifle me with these macros? Y'all using my macros as a means to ban my account, saying that I was spamming. I couldn't do shit about it. I was so pissed. I'm still pissed about it because I had like 64 mounts. I had so much fucking gear. I had a house, an apartment. My rank with the military was Flame Sergeant. Man, that's how I felt about Final Fantasy. They were a bit of dick. So I took a hiatus from games for a long time, and then I got back with Sekiro. Sekiro was like, you know, played some more, come back, don't give up on video games. Then after that, I had started playing Tomb Raider, which was great. I was like, damn, Tomb Raider came back with a vengeance. And oh really? Yeah, that's when it was really sexy. you don't like Angelina Jolie? Oh no! Oh, just a joke. Okay, got you. Yeah, she. Damn. Okay, I think we got like a S. Yeah, she. Oh, you been drinking? Okay. Oh, if you need a break, bro, that's cool. You should try out Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is pretty cool. If you like fighting games, it's flashy, it's very fast. I got Resident Evil 6 as well. I got the other one too. The other co-op Resident Evil was pretty fun. You should try that one day. It's nice.